What's going on, everybody? My name is Vincent Van Ghool, and welcome back to Van Ghool Reviews. It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. My laptop kind of crapped its entire self, and I was without one. Couldn't make music, couldn't work on these videos, but I got myself a new one. I'm back on track, and I'm back to bring you guys a new review. So today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the Whiskey Bats and their CreE.P.y Movie Marathon EP. Now, the Whiskey Bats, they're a horror punk band. They come from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And last I heard, they were signed to Living Dead Recordings, which is a band that yours truly works for. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear, this was not asked for, nor was it requested, nor was it paid for by Living Dead Recordings. That's Luke. This song has this EP has 4 songs, and it's 15 minutes and 36 seconds long. And the first song that we got on this little EP right here is called 35 for Life, 35 millimeter for life. And it clocks in at 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Now, it starts a lot like a Dropkick Murphys song, in my opinion, with the chanting of 35 for life. Even vocally, they sound a lot to me like the Dropkick Murphys. It's straight up punk, and I like the non-lexical singing going on in the back of the chorus. The song flows really well between the palm muting and the fully played chords. And the solo that they kick into really close after the second verse is tight and it fits well. Now, I really enjoy the drumming in this song. There's a really long instrumental piece that happens leading into the third verse with a very start and stop riff from the whole band throughout there. And then it builds up into a piece where it's just the vocals and the bass is fantastic. And I really enjoy this whole thing as it builds back up into the chorus. This is a fantastic way, in my opinion, to start off an EP or an album. Now, the second song on this EP is called Another One for the Fire, and it comes in at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It opens on some clean guitar before the rest of the band comes in with the bass playing a build-up over some really, really good snare work. Then it drops into the full band swinging and a couple of cool tempo changes. I really like that this is what they picked to follow 35 for Life. The vocals kick in shortly thereafter, and wow, I'm really still getting those Dropkick Murphys vibes. Not that that's an entirely bad thing. I really enjoyed that this feels very upbeat. The background vocals are on point, and they're super well done, right? They're just so well done. I really enjoy the tempo changes, and there's a drop off to a build up very similar to what they did in the beginning, leading up to the watch out part. You know what I'm saying? Leading into some really fun bass work to taper off to the end of the song. Really, really well done, in my opinion, guys. It's really, really well done, in my opinion. Hi, Luke. Now, on to the third song of this EP called What's Wrong with Angela. And if you don't know what they're referencing with this song, I just don't know what to tell you. Now, this song has a runtime of 2 minutes and 33 seconds, and it's just good. It's just good, okay? I really like what they do with the intro here. It's such a fun way to start a song. I love that they bring in a ska feel with the riffs, a real ska feeling riff, and those bass runs are just tremendous. Now, obviously, being a fan of Felissa Rose, I love anything to do with her work, any songs that are a tribute to her, and especially songs that are tributes to movies that kind of shaped me. And Sleepaway Camp is a big one. So this song, really cool, in my opinion. I mean, this is my favorite song on the album so far. I love that when the chorus kicks in, the song feels like it gets a little heavier. And then just the drums are entirely just outstanding here. The outro is just as fun as the intro to me, and just I really like that hi-hat sounding into the silence. And then, come on, eat shit and die, Rich. Eat shit and live, Bobby. I love it. This is my favorite song on the album. Period. Point. The last song on this EP is called Sci-Fi Style, and it's sitting at 5 minutes and 53 seconds. This is the longest song on the EP by a long shot. I feel like this song, based on the intro, is something that you would hear like on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack. Even going into the verse, you really get that feel, in my opinion. I'm very, very much enjoying the guitars here and how well everything just fits together. They're really in the pocket. It's fantastic to me. I'm really feeling the drive in this song. It's really a very well composed song. I love the vocals, both the lead and the background. It's just wonderful, and it fits everything so well. I really like the staccato parts about halfway through that lead into an almost metal feeling piece. And the non-lexical woes are a lot of fun toward the end. Everybody knows I'm a sucker for a good woe. The guitars behind the woes are also just fantastic, right? And the song fades into the end, right? It's a really well-made, well-put-together song. So, what do I think of the CreE.P.y Movie EP from the Whiskey Bats? I really like it. Like, I'm not even about to lie to you. This is a really good EP. All right. It has a lot of Dropkick Murphys feel to it to me that would be at home on, as I said earlier, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack, which is kind of right in my wheelhouse. I came up on that sort of punk rock. And so I love this EP. I can't wait to hear more. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like the Whiskey Bats are the kind of band you need to see live to get the complete Whiskey Bats experience, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of bands are like that. Like, I feel like a lot of the bands that I've reviewed so far are that way. So, now, that said, I think that this was a really strong outing for the Whiskey Bats, and I'm so excited to see what comes next. So what would I give the CreE.P.y Movie EP by the Whiskey Bats? 4 out of 5 pumpkins, all day. It's a really strong EP, and it finishes so strong. So I would recommend this to anyone asking. Now, as always, I want y'all to check the links in the description to keep up with the Whiskey Bats and also with yours truly. And check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Trust me, there's a lot more coming now that I got a new laptop. I want to say thank you for spending your time with me. My name has been Vincent Van Ghool, and remember, we may be freaks, but we are not alone, and long live the horror.